In this video, I'm going to show you how the main board of Club Manager works. Every week in the game, you place your workers onto the board in order to carry out the tasks that you feel are necessary that week. And that changes, of course, from week to week. So let me show you how everything operates here. First box I'll show you about is marketing. So for every worker you place into marketing, you're guaranteed an income of £1 million. But you also roll the dice. And if you rolled, say, a ×3, then you multiply the number of workers ×3 to give you that much income instead. You could roll the prima donna icon, which can give you additional bonuses based on the number of prima donna players you have in your squad. The next box I want to show you is Scout Report. And in Scout Report, you can only place one worker because you can only scout your opponents once. Scout Report, for your worker placed there, you draw a Scout Report card and it gives you a strong match day advantage. But this must be used against your next opponent and against your next opponent only. So that would give you a defense boost. Tactical work, on the other hand, you can place multiple workers into there and you draw a card for every worker that you place into tactical work. Tactical cards give you a weaker match day advantage, but you can save these up and use them whenever you like in future games. You can only have a total of 6 of these in your hand at any time. Next up is physio. So if you have a player injured for more than 1 week, you place a worker into physio and you speed up their injury recovery process by 1 week. If you've got multiple people injured, you might want to use multiple workers in there. Transfer market. When the transfer window is open, which happens twice a season, you can place workers in there. And for everyone you place into the transfer market, you can bid for a player. So with 2 workers placed there, I can bid for 2 of these players, but only 2. So if I'm outbid for one of them, that counts as one of my bids. So these are the transfer list players. And at the end of every single week, you take off the rightmost player, you shuffle them along, and you draw a new player from the transfer list stack. So the transfer list is always evolving. Speak to agents is a little bit different. If I place a worker into speak to agents, then I can take all the transfer cards, the top 3 of them, which you cannot see, you take those 3 and you have a look at them and you decide if you want to bid for them. Now the bonus of this approach is that no opponent manager can bid for these players. Only you can if you're going to speak to agents. If you don't like them, you put them to the bottom of the pile. Next up is team morale. So if you place a worker into team morale, you then have to pay £5 million and you can move forward 1 space. Now that can be extremely useful, especially if you're in a -1 situation, because that means your opponent will draw a card against you in your next match if you're down there. Or if you want to push into the +1 situation, that means you draw a chance card at the start of your next match. But by placing one there and paying £5 million, you move forward 1 space. You can put multiple workers in there and pay £5 million for each of them and move forward 3 spaces. It's up to you. Next up is youth scouting. So if you place, or rather for every worker that you place into youth scouting, you get to move forward 1 place in the progression track. In this case, if I move forward there, I get to look at the top 2 cards from the youth player stack and decide whether or not I want to keep one of them. You only get to keep 1. The first team training works similarly. Let's say in this case, I put 3 workers in there. For every worker you place there, you move forward 1 space. Now I could have decided to just put 1 in and boost a player whose current ability is between 1 and 3. Or I could put 2 in and go there. Or let's say I put 3 in, I boosted a player's abilities between 4 and 6, and then I start on step 1 on the track again. Or if I only put 1 worker in there, move forward, boost a low level ability player, you move to the 0 position once you've done that. And the final step on this board is facilities management. There's 5 different facilities and every one gives you some sort of bonus that your club will essentially need as time goes on. To move forward on this track here, you can place 1 worker and pay £15 million to move forward 1 space. And in this case, I'm moving forward to level 1, which gives me a bonus. Or you can place 2 workers and pay £5 million to move forward 1 space. It's up to you. So that's how the main board works in Club Manager. Keep watching the videos on this channel to to learn more about the game. Thank you.